Hello, come one, come all to part 2 of the live post here with the Ukraine Lion Pride. Man, what a major disruption we had with our internet. I have my surrogate production assistant, Michael, who went and unplugged the Wi-Fi. We had to pull the plug on it and plug it back in. We're back, everyone. We're back. The Lions have been busy having a blast in their habitat here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nor pointing out we are back. Indeed, we are. Thank you, everyone, every single day for your patience when it comes to getting through a live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. One of my favorite parts of the day is doing a live post, and a shame that it can be so problematic for us sometimes. Part 2, Kathy Barton, indeed. Hello, Henyatta. I was gone there for a couple minutes. Rest assured, the Cubs were doing the same thing that we left them, running around, wreaking havoc, having a blast. Lois A., I am back. We are not leaving just yet. We got to have ourselves a little bit of a live post here. And I was in the middle of kind of answering some questions about the Pride. I apologize. I've kind of completely forgot what I was talking about. A lot of tags here. Thank you, everyone, for kind of signaling that we are live again. Kendra Ditto, glad to have you back. Good day, Stephen Davis from Australia. That's always... I always appreciate your comment, my excuse to rock an Australian accent for a moment. Belinda Dissinger is here. Glad to have you, Belinda. Here's Prada and Michael. What do we think, goofballs? Yeah, Prada eyes. You got to keep an eye out because there's always someone coming to get you. Let's see who else. Tanya Toner made it back. Glad to have you, Tanya, as always. There's beautiful Prada. Getting an eye of what Michael is doing. Well, Michael, how about this? Who is on the back of Prada right now? I know it's not Tara, so which one of the females is it?
That is Lacia.
That is Lacia. So let's see if I can keep my IDs for the rest of the post as they kind of mix up here. So that's Lacia. And I did mention kind of before we had our first drop on part 1 of this live post that we need to kind of overhaul their IDing sheet. You may remember that we posted kind of a little IDing 1, 2, 3 on the Ukraine Pride when they first arrived. Well, believe it or not, we already got to update it. How much they're growing, and kind of their physical attributes are beginning to change. Hey, Claudia A., glad to have you with us. Henyatta asking, are things less hectic for you now? I don't want to send my email check if you're still super busy. Henyatta, as a sponsor of lovely Noon to the Serval, you are entitled, hectic or not, to send us an email and ask how your sponsor cat's doing. So I encourage you to check in on Miss Noonda, and Timber, I and the staff would love to give you an update. And that goes for anyone who has a sponsor cat here at TWS. We kind of often say that no news is good news, so we understand if some people maybe ask, well, I haven't heard about my cat or what have you, and oftentimes sponsor updates are going to happen if there's a cat move, if there's some type of medical or veterinary situation happening with one of your sponsor cats. But if you just want a plain old update, we always encourage you to reach out and ask, and we'll be able to respond with a timely update. And so as I see kind of Prada kind of laying under this tree here, I am having suspicions that the little pine trees here in the lion's free roaming habitat is going to look very similar to, if anyone recalls, the Tiger Trio's trees. Very well-loved trees, but if you look at the trees, you can kind of see the beginning of the one to the left of the perch here. Kind of the bottom part of the tree is hollowed out by the tomfoolery that happens with the Ukraine Lion Pride running under the trees. And we know the tiger trio love rubbing on their trees and kind of nipping and nibbling at the twigs. And I always imagine that when I look at those trees, it looks like they're not wearing pants. So I can imagine that the trees that the Ukraine Pride has, they might be pantsless here soon enough. Get a closer look at Miss Prada here. And she's definitely, despite her size, just kind of looking at her physical attributes, she's definitely able to distinguish her from the other three. She's got those rosettes or spots that are a lot more pronounced than Taras, Lacia, and Stefania. And then she's just got a very unique face, Miss Prada. I recognize those beautiful brown eyes from a mile away. Let's see here. Deb pointing out that it is snowing here in Sandstone. It is. We are having a little flurry today, and you're getting some snow out in Massachusetts. I'm not sure how much we have predicted on the forecast. I didn't even realize it was going to snow, so I hope it's not too much, Goofball Prada. I hope it's not too much. For commuting's sake and for the caretaker's sake, they do an excellent job of going in and clearing